If you're in retail, well, you better watch out, because it turns out that if you piss off a union leader, it means your entire business could be at stake. Thanks for watching the new Frontline podcast. My name is Siena Rose, and if you can believe it, union leaders now have the audacity to think that they can control not only their own sectors of work, but also every other sector of work as well. Randi Weingarten, president of the American Federation of Teachers, has just called for all of her members to boycott Target. Why? Well, it's actually not because of anything Target did, but because of something they didn't do, which is celebrate Pride Month and denounce the efforts of ICE. In a post on Blue Sky, Weingarten wrote, "Target is working against the interests of educators, workers, and our communities. So this back-to-school season, we're going to use our power as consumers to support businesses that actually stand with their neighbors. Our dollars have power. Let's spend them where they count," close quote. Now, this take and this post is out of touch for a few reasons. Weingarten, if she had a personal grievance against Target, well, not if, she does have a personal grievance against Target, there are some reasonable things that she could do and say and call for that would be within the realm of reason, within the realm of logic. I mean, Randi Weingarten isn't really logical, but what she could do is say that she could make a statement personally on how she feels about Target as a business and attack them. I'm not saying she should, but that she could, because she is a consumer in this world like the rest of us. She could rightfully say something on social media and paint it as her own personal stance. Hey, I, Randi Weingarten, am not going to shop at Target for X, Y, and Z reasons. Here's why I don't think you should either, but hey, you do you, girl. I can't tell you what to do with your money because you are your own consumer and you will spend your money as you see fit with the businesses that you like, with the things that align with what you need as a teacher in the classroom. What is unreasonable, though, is in fact the thing that she is doing instead, which is attacking Target for something that has zero to do with teachers' rights. This issue actually has zero to do with education. It has zero to do with the actions of a teachers union, like collective bargaining or prioritizing their members' needs. If you're looking at what your members need, it doesn't matter where they're shopping for school supplies. And then she unequivocally demands that her members not only listen to what she has to say, but follow exactly in her footsteps. Randi Weingarten thinks, like I said at the beginning, the utter audacity of this woman thinks that she not only has the ability to tell her 2 million members that they can't shop at Target because of a personal grievance she has, but also she thinks that her opinion is so darn important that wait, before I can shop for my school supplies, before I can buy markers and pens and pencils for my students, I have to hear what Randi Weingarten has to say. That's out of touch. That's prideful. Randi Weingarten I find it ridiculous to think that she might have nothing better to do than, tell her members where to shop at instead of shopping at Target. Please, you have to have something better to do. And here is what the union doesn't want you to know. Target is actually not required to take a position on every social justice issue that comes through the woodwork. Target is a private sector business. Like any other company, it's going to make decisions based on what reflects the needs of their consumers. It's going to make decisions that affect their bottom line. That's what a business does. That's what a good business does. They're not going to pour money into something that nobody wants to buy or support. They're going to follow the trends because that's how business works. If Target ever promoted Pride Month or was ever anti-ICE, we actually have no reason to assume it was ever some formal stance on ideology. Because at the end of the day, businesses respond to their customers and the market. It is ridiculous to ask a business to stop being a business. In fact, if you take it one step further, asking a business to stop doing things that would be in line with business needs would put people out of work because the business would lose money. And putting people out of work and making people lose jobs, that's actually the opposite, antithetical to what a union would want. So this issue makes no sense. I also want to add, I just saw this update from Corey DeAngelis where Randi Weingarten, he posted about this video that Randi and AFT posted where they have now gone so far as to say, not only can you not shop at Target, but we're going to create a whole repository, a whole list of places that you should shop at instead of Target because this is going to help you so much. And obviously this is the biggest issue that's plaguing new teachers at the start of a school year. It's bizarre. Anyone and everyone shops at Target. It's a great business. It's handy. It's very accessible for most people. It's dystopian that they're being punished. This normal business is being punished because they are not taking the particular ideological stance that Randi Weingarten wants them to take. It's also absurd that, again, there must be something better to do. There must be something that is more pressing to suit teachers' needs, to benefit teachers, to bargain for their rights, to meet the things that they are needing My gosh, there must be something better than telling them where to shop at instead of shopping at Target. This is bizarre. They're making an issue where there is no issue, because remember, the issue is not the issue is revolution. They're trying to steer our attention away from what is actually going on by creating this stupid debate over, no, we can't shop at Target because they're not ideologically aligned with us. What are we coming to? That's the most important thing that Randi Weingarten wants to comment on. Okay, moving on from our weekly dose of Randi. My blood pressure just went up. I also want to talk about my favorite topic ever. All my friends know this, the Democratic Socialists. So I saw this post from Eric Darty, who is part, I believe that's how you say his name, who's part of the team for Florida's Voice. But there is this video being tossed around by various reporters that features 5 Democratic Socialists of America members talking about their desire to rise up against the U.S. government and overthrow the U.S. Constitution. I'm not kidding. Just watch.
Stands in the way of their planned revolution as these resurfaced comments give Republicans a new midterm attack line.
The 2 things that we're famous for is our commitment to a program and our hatred of the United States Constitution. And what the program does is it gives us a roadmap to revolution, and it gives us the obstacle that we finally will have to get over to have a revolution, which is the United States Constitution, the basis of the United States government.
Yeah, that's just so bizarre. The Democratic Socialists of America are not our friends. They are not active participants in America's culture or economy. They're not seeking to make America better. They are actually trying to attack, undermine, and destroy American values at its very core because they want to remake this country in a Marxist image. And that is bad. Hear me when I say that. That is bad. This is why they partner with powerful organizations like the teachers' unions who have access to the youngest generation of Americans. You can access and you can convert the youngest generation to believe in what you believe. Surely you will be able to accomplish your mission, which in this case is abolishing and destroying the Constitution of the United States. This is why a video like this is not just some innocuous random piece of content that represents the harmless 2%. No, it is reflective of a broader subculture that is quickly becoming mainstream. This idea that America is a disastrous, evil nation with an embarrassing past that makes it beyond saving is ridiculous and untrue. If you love something, do you give up on it and agree to burn it all down? No. To love something is to persevere for it and through it for the betterment of it. You love something, the last thing you would do is give up on it. So do we really want people who hate America, like every single member of the Democratic Socialists of America, to lead America? I fear the only possible answer here is no. No, we don't. I love this country. I don't want people leading it who hate it and want to burn it down. That's insane thinking, to think that the person who would be best suited to be in charge is someone who hates the place you live in. That doesn't make any sense. The last story I have to go over in this episode is actually one that's in-house, which is exciting. On August 18th, the Freedom Foundation announced the addition of 2 very prominent legal hires to our senior team. These hires signify a bit of a more aggressive legal strategy that we're taking as our organization expands our fight against government union overreach in all of its facets. So in accordance with our press release, I want to introduce Jason Miyares, who served as the 48th Attorney General of Virginia, and he is joining us as a senior advisor, and Anthony A.J. Ferate, a veteran Oklahoma attorney and former chairman of the Oklahoma Republican Party, who joins us as chief litigation counsel. Now, you may want to ask, why especially does an attorney general, a former attorney general, want to work with us? Well, I will let Jason explain in his own words.
I wanted to be part of an organization, the tip of the spears, because what I've said is, worker freedom is American freedom. The idea that you could be compelled just to hold your job, to basically subsidize speech, thought, and talk that is totally against your worldview and your values is against everything we believe as Americans. And I think the Freedom Foundation, while there are other organizations that may touch on this, there's not an organization, and this is what attracted me to be part of this movement, that has this as the forefront of their mission.
I love the way that Jason describes our work as being like the tip of the spear in this battle. I mean, I completely agree. And his expertise plus AJ's is just such an incredible asset to have on our team. I know we are all so stoked to have both of them on board. And I mean, you as a viewer or a listener should be prepared to watch Freedom Foundation expand out to a bigger nationwide presence when it comes to these different legal battles. So things are just going to keep heating up as they have been. 2026 has been an amazing year, an amazing success for our entire organization. And it's just going to keep getting better, especially with new rockstar people like this joining our team. Thanks for watching the new Frontline. My name is Siena Rose, and I'll see you next week. Remember to stay informed and ask questions because the fight for tomorrow starts today.